What's up, y'all? I'm finna break this all the way down for y'all so y'all can understand what's really going on. The rest of this video is gonna be on YouTube, Moors of the Americas. That's the name of the YouTube channel. Moors of the Americas. Now, everything that you understand starts right here. We have an authority. In 1928, over 150 years ago, right, we got an authority on our land to live like we supposed to without the United States and their codes and policies. Now, we're the ones that aren't living up to who we are. We can't blame this on anybody but ourselves. Now, it's up to you to understand this and do what you're supposed to do, because no one can do this for you. You have to understand that. Now, this is your authority. Okay, this trumps anything that the United States has going on. You have to understand there is a difference between the United States and America. The United States pledges allegiance to America, which that means that the United States is a subordinate to America. This is what you have to understand, who you are. You're not black, you're not African American. Okay? This is who you are, a Moorish American. You are a Moor. Okay? You have authority on your land. You didn't come from Africa. Africa came to you. That's what you have to understand. You didn't come from Africa. Africa came to you. That's what you have to understand. Now, as you know, those names that you have are what they call slave names, right? And you're not supposed to have those names. No matter how much you honor or whatever, if it's a slave name, why do you want it so bad? Why do you want to honor it? You see, that name is what you have to lose. You have to lose that name and that frame of thinking in order to understand this. Now, this is who you really are. Okay? Your authority. It was put in 1928. This is the original of the United States honoring your authority on your land. It's called House of Resolution 75. This is the original from the actual Congress, word for word. Okay? This is what's in the Library of Congress. Okay, it's a resolution. It's a distinguishment between Americans and the United States. As it says, is you're Moorish Americans. So that means that you are American. Okay? And you have a right. Okay? Americans have their own names, their own culture, their own everything. That's what you have to understand. You are American. You're not a United States citizen. United States is different. Okay? It's called the United States of America. Okay? It's not America. That's what you have to understand. And you have an authority and you have names. Okay? You have to lose the frame of thinking that, oh, this name, this Brown, this Jackson, this blah, blah, blah. All of those names connect you to being a slave. Makes you a slave. It gives you no rights on your own land. You're doing it to yourself. Okay, you're not honoring your ancestors. You're honoring your family members. It's a big difference. Okay. Now with this, it says it right there. You have a right to your own names. You see what it says? El or Ali or Bey or any other prefix or suffix to which they have here therefore been accustomed to. You see what I'm saying? This is what you have to understand. You are claiming something that you're not supposed to be claiming. Okay? You wonder why there's a name change in every city, someplace to go for you to change your name. This is why. You're expected to. This was put in 1933. See, 1933. And a lot of y'all be like, oh man, that's so old. It don't matter. Law is law. That's what you have to understand. Law is law. You are doing it to yourself by ignoring, by saying, oh, this is old. So what? It doesn't matter how old it is. It's there. It's law. It's on the books. It is what it is. And this is a resolution. And that's the one thing you have to understand. This is more important than a law. This is a resolution. This is to solve a problem. And the problem is to make the distinguishment between Americans and United States citizens. Okay? And you're not honoring that. This is what you need to do. You need to pull in for a full name change. Okay? Full name change. Right here. Here it is. Right. See? I did it in the state of Illinois. Right here. You go to your Secretary of State. You see? Full name change. This is what you must do in order to be free. This is what you don't understand. Everything that's connected to the old name no longer exists. All of that goes away. That's what you have to understand. You make all of that go away. Okay, you call these credit bureaus or whatever, and you tell them that it's fraudulent. It was all fraud, because it was all fraud. Because that name is not you. This is to let them know who you are. Okay? You're not doing what you're supposed to do. When you made 18, you're supposed to already know this. When you made 18, you're supposed to go and let them know you are grown and you can name yourself. You are no longer that child. You are not a minor. You're an adult, and you can name yourself. Okay? That's also a part of it, being a grown-up instead of being a child. Now, name change. You have to go and do it. I mean, this will free you. I understand a lot of y'all think, oh, it don't matter. People can still call you by this old name, but the government, the United States, will know you as the human being. Okay? This is something that you have to do. Okay? These things are connected to your land and who you are. Okay? Because right now, you are saying you are the birth certificate. You say, this is what you're saying you are. You have to make a distinction between the two. This is why you have the authority, right, for your own names. You're getting rid of the European name, which is this. This is the name. This is what you're saying you are. You are actually saying you are this certificate. This is what you must understand. This is what you're saying you are, the certificate. Okay, the name on the certificate, this is what you're saying you are. This was created for you by your parents. Yes, it has value. Yes, there's something you can do in order to live off of this. Yes, there is. But first, you have to understand who you are. You have to read this. I mean, it's not long. It's one page, and it's a lot. Once you read it, you understand. Read it and understand who they say you really are. Okay, because you have to understand. Congress said this about you and who you are. You're saying something else. You see, you're reading these fake history books and looking at this TV, and that's not who you are. Okay? This is who you are right here. Okay? Now, it's a lot of things you have to do once you change that name. Okay? But I want to make sure that you understand why you have to change your name. It's because you have to make a distinguishment between this piece of paper and the human being, you, the American Moor. You see, you have to make a distinguishment between the two. You have to let them know. And letting them know the first way to freedom papers, because this is what this is. This is freedom papers. You have to let them know that you are a human being on your land, okay, with the name. Understand? The name from the land. You see, you have to let them know you are not this piece of paper that your parents created for you, okay? You can own this piece of paper. What you're supposed to do, you're supposed to own this. Okay? You're supposed to own this name, this piece of paper. This is a real corporation right here. You understand? It's doing business all around the world, 24/7. Okay? This is not you. This is a real corporation. Okay? This is just a piece of paper. This is not you. The name is not you. Understand? You have yet to name yourself and let them know who you are. Because right now you're saying you are a piece of paper, a corporation. Okay? And that's what they need. They need money. And how do they get the money? Through the signature. That signature, okay, for this corporation. Now, once you change your name, let them know that you've grown, that you're not a corporation, then they can no longer get anything from the corporation. Now you get everything from the corporation, okay? There's some things you have to do after that, and I'll make a video about that. But this video is mainly to let you understand that you are the one that's doing this to yourself. Understand? You are the one that's saying you are something that you're not. Okay? This is the paperwork. You can see it right here. It's not fake, it's real. Okay? It's like, and I'm living it. So since I'm living it, I can tell you about it. So be on the lookout for the next video to let you know how to get your ID. Okay? And the real ID of the land is passport. Passport card, passport book. That'll be the next video. Peace and love.